welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am going to be doing the videos that have been going around a lot, which are I'm going to be answering your assumptions about me videos, reluctantly answering them, but I did a poll on, or like a question thing on Instagram, and I'm going to see what they said. Alright, so let's get started. I have my phone back here and I took some screenshots of them, and a lot of them are actually really repetitive, so yeah, I'm gonna do the first one. This one I get a lot, and I get it in real life too, like, and it's, your life is perfect. Like, my life is not perfect. My life has never been perfect, ever been perfect. I want to apologize if that's like the vibe y'all get off of me, but like, my life is not perfect. I go through struggles like anyone else. I have, a lot of you all probably don't know, I have anxiety. I've had anxiety for like basically my whole life. But yeah, my life is not perfect. I go through struggles just like anyone else. I have problems just like everyone else. Things get tough like, you know, everyone else. Like, my life is not perfect. I just choose not to put my personal like stuff on, you know, on the internet. So I like to be positive and, you know, just be happy, but at the same time I do like to be real. You guys know I always like to keep it real, and if I'm going through something, like, I'll probably share some of it, but I'm not going to go into depth about my personal life or about my home life or like anything like that, you know what I mean? So I guess that it's understandable how someone would think my life is perfect, because I mean, you guys only see 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes out of my entire day. Like that's, there's 24 hours in a day. So, but my life is not perfect, guys. No one's life is perfect, and if they say it is, they lying. You're always confident. I would not say that. I complain to my boyfriend all the time about like things I don't like about myself, like my body and stuff. Like, I don't say I'm confident all the time. I would say I'm confident 80% of the time, because honestly, like, for me, if someone says something about me that I necessarily like don't like say I don't like how my stomach looks, if someone's like, you have a fat stomach, I wouldn't care what they say, but like, I care within myself, like what I think about my stomach, not what everyone thinks, what someone else may think about my stomach, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. I don't really care what people say about me. I just have things that I don't like, if that makes sense. But I feel like I'm confident like 80% of the time, but like, just like anyone, like, there's always something about yourself that you don't really feel confident about. So that's just being a girl, being human, you know. Oh, your relationship seems so perfect. That is not true. I have a video, I don't know if it's going to be up before, but my relationship video, if it's going to be up before or after this, I think it's going to be up before this. But if you guys have seen that relationship video, I'll have it in a card and let y'all watch it. But my relationship is not perfect, just like anyone's relationship. Like I said, I don't go into like complete detail about my relationship, my personal life, or anything. I mean, most of the time, like, we're really good, but like, just like any couple, like, we argue, we have our struggles, we get on each other's nerves, we have things that we go through. Like, my relationship's not perfect. Kenny will tell you as well, like, our relationship's not perfect. We've hit rough patches before, and I think in today's age, like, people are always posting things about their relationships on Facebook, YouTube, everything, and just kind of giving off this impression to people that their relationship is perfect, and they may not necessarily do it on purpose. But like, for me, I feel like to protect my relationship, and just my preference really in general, is to keep that private, to keep things private. Like, the things that I share with you, like the vlogs and everything, like, you guys only see 5 minutes. Like I said, you guys only see 5 minutes out of it, so it's not my entire relationship. You guys don't see what we go through every single day, but I just choose to keep that things private. Like, I don't post too many pictures of my, you know, me and my boyfriend, like, really on anything, on Facebook, anything, like things that on social media that you guys don't see, just because I feel like I don't need to share like, hey, went out to dinner tonight, or hey, we're at so and so tonight. Like, once in a while we'll post things, but like, my friends, my family, like the close people that I know of our relationship, they know what we're going through, they know where we're at, you know. So I feel like I don't need to share with the world my relationship. But best believe when I get that ring, you guys, I will be, but my relationship is not perfect. Like, you're mean, you look mad. I get that all the time. I've gotten that since I was a little kid. Like, guys, I just have a resting face. Like, I will be in the best mood, like so happy, feeling so good about myself that day. And maybe I'm just sitting down thinking about something. Someone's like, are you angry? Why do you look so mean? Smile. And then I'm in a bad mood. You put me in a bad mood. I just have a really bad resting face. Like, I've just come down to the conclusion, like, that's just, I've gotten in my whole life that you look mean, you look mad. And then once a person like gets to know me, they're like, oh my god, you are literally the best person ever. And we end up being really good friends. And they're like, I thought you were the biggest when I met you. And I'm just like, why? Like, you never talked with me. They're like, well, you just seem like you were angry or mean. But it's just my face. Like, if I'm just like thinking, like, I guess I look mad. But I don't get mad. Like, it takes a lot for me to get mad. But guys, I'm not mad. I'm just, you know, I don't know, I guess I just look mad. Sorry. You hate the army. I wouldn't say that I hate the army. It's definitely something when people ask me, how do you like the army? You know, how's the army? It's definitely a love-hate relationship. At first, you know, you're getting out of training, you love it, you're so motivated, you're everything, it's awesome, you're in good shape, you know, you're like in tip-top shape, your mind is pretty good, your mind is right, like, you're so confident, and you've gotten all these values instilled in you, and you're fresh out, you know, you're feeling yourself. But then reality hits, and you know, you go to work every day, or you go to drill or whatever, if you're active duty or guard, reserves, whatever, and people start getting on your nerves. You know, you're higher, your platoon sergeant, commander. Well, commander's cool. Commander's usually cool. First sergeant's up your butt about something. You're getting chewed out. You get called a piece of shit. Oh, why are you so f***ed up? And you're just like, dang, like, this is, I don't feel like going to work today. Or you're doing some stupid bullshit, you know, like, anyone in the military can tell you, like, it's a freaking love-hate relationship. When I first got out, I was like, or really before I even went to training, I'm like, I'm gonna go to training, I'm gonna get my degree, I'm gonna go commission and whatever. And then I got to the point, I'm like, okay, well, I want to stay enlisted, and like, I feel like I would benefit more on the enlisted side. But I still haven't decided if I'm gonna stay enlisted, or honestly, I haven't even decided if I'm gonna stay in the army. But it's a love-hate relationship. I don't hate the army. It's definitely done what it was meant to do in my life, and I've morphed and grown into a person that I love. You know, I'm still morphing and growing to the person. You know, I'm only 24 years old, so but it's definitely served its purpose. It's serving its purpose, and it's done. I'm getting out of it what, you know, I wanted out of it. Like, my school, I've met so many great friends, I've been so many different places, and it's definitely given me so much. I've gotten so much out of it, you know, than I could have ever imagined. But at the same time, they get on my nerves. I ain't gonna lie, they be getting on my nerves. But anyway, it's definitely a love-hate relationship. I don't hate it. So if I give that assumption off, it's probably because, like, something's going on. I'm just like, yo, like in my vlogs or something maybe. But I don't know, whatever. You're genuinely a nice person. Oh my god, I got so many of these. That's so sweet. Thank you guys. I think I'm a really nice person. I try to give off good vibes. I try to, you know, not be judgmental of others and stuff, and I try to be friendly and, you know, all the time. So I've always gotten that I'm friendly as well, other than the mean, you know, you look mean. But even as a kid, like, I've always gotten that I'm really friendly, and, you know, I don't know, I make friends pretty easily. So people think I'm really funny. Like, I like to be, like, funny and, like, joke around all the time. So that's a side that I don't think you guys really see a whole lot of. But yeah, I don't know, I think I'm a genuinely a nice person. So I got a lot of, like, the confident ones, you're a nice person, you're mean. I got some pretty mean ones too, but I'm bringing positive vibes to this video, so we're not gonna even go into that. What's another one? Oh, I got a lot of this. You don't go to church, you're not religious, yada yada yada. I got lots of those, which is slightly true. I don't go to church. Background, I did grow up in the church. I grew up going to church every Sunday. My mom was always the music minister at church as far as long as I've remembered, before I was born. And always grew up in the church, always grew up going to church, Sunday school, you know, Christmas plays, Easter speech, all of that stuff I did. And then my mom went to seminary, always went to church. I was raised Baptist. My dad's Baptist and my mom is United, or she's Methodist. And when my mom went to seminary, we all decided to transfer denominations to Methodist. So when someone asks me what my religion is, I say Christian, but United Methodist. And really, I feel like I'm not denominational, but I say United Methodist. But grew up in the church, and we kind of went from Baptist to like a United Methodist, but it was non-traditional. So it wasn't, what's it called? It was I can't remember what the name is, but the service that we went to was more like non-traditional, you know, more like music like Chris Tomlin, or you know what I mean? I can't think of the word. Contemporary. Went to like more of a contemporary service. So we sing, you know, stuff like that. But I just feel like in my life right now, yeah, I don't go to church. I don't go to church every Sunday. I'm not ashamed to say it. And I just feel like I don't need to go to church to have a relationship with God. I have my devotions with God. I listen to music that makes me feel good about God and everything. And I just feel like, for me personally, I don't feel like I need to go to church to validate that I'm a Christian and whatever. And I wouldn't say I'm religious either. Like, I don't know. That's just kind of the thing where I'm at in life right now, and I'm happy with that. I'm not ashamed of it. And I feel like a lot of I think I struggle with going to church, not going to, like, the reason why I don't go to church is because, like, why would I sit there and not get anything out of it? Like, I just feel like it's a waste of time, and there's no point for me to be there if I'm not paying attention, or if I'm not getting anything out of it. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of people go to church, and they go to church for the sake of saying they went to church, not because they want to be there or they're getting anything out of it. I'd rather be at home doing my devotions, you know, reading my Bible. And I don't read my Bible all the time. I'm trying to get better at it, but I don't know. You're right. Like, I don't know. I never really talk about religion because I just feel like it's just like my relationship. It's just something personal for me, and not personal for me, but just something I just don't really share or think to share about. But yeah, I wouldn't really say I'm religious, like, at all. But yeah, I don't go to church every Sunday, so shoot me. I don't know. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I don't. And I'm happy with, like, it doesn't bother me. But yeah, I got a lot of those as well. I don't think I share a whole lot about religion and stuff on my... But yeah, guys, that's it. I hope you all enjoyed this, answering these assumptions about you. I think that's how I'm gonna title it. I don't know. But thank you guys so much for watching. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I have been working so hard on my Instagram, and I would love it if you followed me. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.